This has become such a staple in my skincare collection that I honestly cannot live without it. Like, look how many empties I've got. We love this stuff. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share my absolute must-haves from the K-beauty brand Rovectin. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録 shitte kudasai. So at this point, I believe I have been talking about Rovectin for at least a few years now, and they are definitely one of my favorite K-beauty brands of all time. Scratch that, actually one of my favorite skincare brands of all time. It is always so exciting to be working with them, so thank you once again to Rovectin for sponsoring this video. So when I started planning this video, I actually wanted to reintroduce myself to what Rovectin stood for as a brand. So I was looking at their official website and was kind of reminded that the whole brand was started by a brother who wanted to develop skincare to help his sister recover her severely damaged skin from chemotherapy, which I honestly cannot think of a better reason to start a skincare brand. So all of the products were produced with intention to be simple yet effective and revert your skin back to its healthy self. And they really have done their part to provide affordable skincare while being a very ethical beauty brand, as they are cruelty-free, vegan, and also use recycled and recyclable packaging. Plus, all of their products are suitable for even sensitive skin, since all the ones I am mentioning today are free from artificial colors, artificial fragrances, essential oils, and alcohol. And lastly, they are globally available, which is actually something super important to me, since I do want to recommend products that can be accessed by most of you who do watch me, and Rovectin is stocked by so many people online. So being someone who has tried almost all of Rovectin's products, maybe not every single one, but I'm definitely getting there, these are the top 6 picks that I definitely want you to try if you're going to try anything from Rovectin. All products are tried and tested by yours truly and are perfect for dehydrated and sensitive skin, although I will also mention other skin types that are most suited for each product. FYI, my skin type is dry and dehydrated. First, we have the Skin Essentials Conditioning Cleanser. Here we are again. If you are familiar with my content, there is no way that you don't know about this cleanser already. This has become such a staple in my skincare collection that I honestly cannot live without it. I mean, look at the number of empties I've got. It is the cleanser that I automatically reach for without hesitation, without a doubt, because I know it is gentle, but it's still going to cleanse my skin well no matter what condition it's in. It has glycerin to moisturize, hyaluronic acid to hydrate, and cleanses with a coconut oil derivative. This is to be used as a second step cleanser, so if you are wearing makeup or a lot of SPF, break those down with an oil-based cleanser first, then follow with this one. If you're using it in the morning, go ahead and use this as your first step. One pump is plenty for me, and I lather it up into a nice medium foam by adding some water, and it will cleanse your skin gently without that drying or tight feeling afterwards. My partner Logan is also a long-time fan, having more normal to combination skin, and the other person I got onto this cleanser is actually my mum, who is nearly 60, has dry, mature, and hypersensitive skin. Like, she is so picky with her skincare, and she absolutely loves this as well. For sure, a cleanser I would recommend for all skin types, but especially dry and sensitive skin. So next, I obviously love this whole range because I have literally included every single product from the lineup, and it is the Lotus Water line. So first, I have the Lotus Water Calming Toner. I feel like people are legit sleeping on this toner. I mean, I think I was briefly as well, because I discovered it like a year ago, and then I feel like I tried so many other toners that it kind of like faded into the back. But at the end of the year, when I was doing like a roundup of the best products that year, this one was the one I came back to. I know so many people swear by Rovectin's other toner, the Skin Essentials Activating Treatment Lotion, which, don't get me wrong, this is still a beautiful product, but personally, I actually do like the Lotus Water one better, and it is because of its texture. If you have tried both, you will know, but the treatment lotion does have a bit more of a slip to it, is slightly thicker and more viscous in texture, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes it can interfere with the other skincare products you layer and can have more of a tacky finish, whereas the Lotus Water Toner is water light in texture, but just as deeply hydrating. This one contains 7 layers of hyaluronic acid to hydrate, butylene glycol and magnolia cobus bark extract, which is antibacterial and also soothes acne-prone or irritated skin. Also the lotus flower extract, which is a key ingredient included in the whole Lotus Water line, which is said to be self-purifying as well as moisturizing and calming to the skin. This toner is truly versatile in the sense that you can use it in every which way. You can apply it on a cotton pad and swipe down your skin to have a more of a fresh finish. I recommend this for people who have oily to combo skin. You can apply it in your palms and press it into your skin like normal if you do have normal skin, and then if you have extremely dehydrated or dry skin, I actually recommend soaking it in some thin cotton pads and kind of creating your own DIY sheet mask, which is going to create a deeper, long-lasting hydration. My skin always feels plump and supple without that tackiness, and it can truly be used by all skin types from oily to dry depending on how you use it. Next, I have the Lotus Water Calming Sheet Mask. This one is for those who just want a simple hydrating sheet mask, which you would think is really easy to find, right? Well, it's not as easy as you think. This is because a lot of hydrating sheet masks will still have kind of like a ulterior target or a added benefit. For example, pore care or brightening or cooling or anti-aging. Usually that stuff is good. We want that stuff. But with the addition of ingredients to achieve those goals, sometimes these masks can be a little bit too much for our skin that is irritated or not in its best condition. So the Lotus Water Sheet Mask is one that I reach for when my skin is suffering a little bit, but it still needs that deep replenishment of hydration. It does have a lot of the same ingredients that the toner does, but with the addition of glutathione for brightening and also Houttuynia cordata to even further calm your skin. It is amazing when you are just lazy and cannot be bothered to do the whole DIY sheet mask situation and kind of like doing all that. This is so easy to chuck on, and it was my most used sheet mask last year, and nothing is going to stop me in using it again this year. Great for all skin types, but severely dehydrated skin will love this. Now for the queen of the Lotus Water line, the Lotus Water Cream. There is no way I wouldn't mention this one, and it is right up there with the cleanser being my most mentioned Rovectin products. I mean, like literally, like look how many empties I've got. We love this stuff. I did also love what Rovectin had written on their official page about this moisturizer. The Clean Lotus Water Cream is everything Rovectin stands for. It is a gentle moisturizer that enhances the look and hydrates your skin with only clean ingredients sourced from nature for all skin types. I mean, that's it. Like, they truly did sum it up perfectly. I have had confirmation from every single skin type, with the help of you guys as well, that this one truly does work for all skin types, including sensitive, oily, combo, dry, dehydrated, like literally everyone. I would describe it as a lotion-like texture, and when you blend it, you can really see and feel that water-based formula, so it won't be clogging at the pores either. And even though it is lightweight, it does have that long-lasting hydration. I've said it before and I'll say it again, but this is the #1 moisturizer out of all skincare brands that I've tried that I can confidently recommend to all skin types. Next, I actually have the Cica Care Balm. Remember when Cica balms were like literally all the rage? I feel like about 5 years ago, every brand was talking about it. Every brand was releasing their own Cica balm. Now, Centella Asiatica is literally included in like so much skincare that I feel like Cica balms aren't really a thing, but Rovectin's one has stood the test of time. This one has those hardcore fans that will just keep coming back to it, myself included. For me, this one is definitely more of a special care item that I use when I have skin flare-ups or have irritation in certain areas of my skin. Obviously, it does contain Cica to calm the skin, but it also does include calamine, which is known to soothe irritation, whether it's from breakouts, rosacea, or maskne. This one really saved me during the peak of COVID COVID when I was wearing masks all day, every day, and I would get these red bumps and rashes up on the tops on my cheeks where the mask would rub all day. I would apply a very generous amount of this as my last step of the skincare routine, and my skin would recover in its redness as well as being more like repaired and softer and smoother the next morning. Of course, you can use it all over like a moisturizer as well, but keep in mind it is definitely a smaller tube. This one used to contain lavender oil, which personally is just, from a scent standpoint, something I do not like. I just don't love the scent of lavender, but I still kept using it because I loved it that much. But now it does not contain any essential oils, any artificial fragrance, and it actually does have this really subtle sweet fragrance that comes naturally from the ingredients, and it just smells so good that I love it even more, and it's even more of a joy to use. This one is most suitable for sensitive and redness prone skin. The last product I have today is the Skin Essentials Face and Body Cream. You all might be like, what is this, Tina? Like, you've never even mentioned this in a video before. This one has kind of been my off-screen love interest. That sounds ridiculous, I don't know what I'm saying. Because I have actually been using it on my body. I have gotten into a bad habit where I'm just not sharing my body care products. So I promise you this year I will talk more about products that I'm using on my body, because this is actually my second bottle. Like, I have already been through one of these. This one does have panthenol and also ceramides to moisturize and strengthen that skin barrier, and also peach kernel oil for deep nourishment. Compared to, say, the Lotus water cream, this one is definitely richer, and you can tell it does have more of an oil content to it, but that's why it's perfect for the body, especially for my super dry legs. The texture is lotion-like, and when you first apply it, it does leave your skin feeling really silky, then further softened the next morning. And although I have mainly been using it on the body, it is called Face and Body Cream. So I actually tried it out on my face, and honestly, if you have like dry skin, you will probably love this on your face as well, because I was at first like, oh, it is a little bit dewy, and right now it is summertime here in Australia, so I would say it is a little bit rich for me, even for my dry skin in summer. But in the drier months in winter, it initially has a dewy look, but it dries down to this most like softened, supple skin, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised, even for my face. And if you use it as a face cream, it's like great value, right? It's a big 175ml tube, and the recommended retail price is $29 US, which is only $9 extra than the Lotus water cream, when it has essentially 3 times the amount of product. If you do have oily to combo skin, I probably wouldn't recommend it on the face, since it is quite nourishing, although everyone would love it on their bod. So there you have it. They are my top 6 must-have picks from Rovectin. If you have watched a few of my videos, I'm sure you were itching to try Rovectin anyway, because whenever I'm talking about them, I'm sure I'm like radiating love, because I adore their products and their brand. So if you were thinking about trying any of their products, I highly recommend choosing from my selection that I've introduced today. Once again, thank you to Rovectin for sponsoring this video. If you do want to check out any other videos from my channel, I have personally selected these 2 for you to check out, because I feel like you would absolutely love it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!